You know, a lot of people are looking for positivity. Therefore, they are trying to do different techniques. For example, think positive thoughts. But thinking positive thoughts requires effort. And this creates tension, and tension is the source of negativity. So, if you can let go of tension and turn the absence of tension into your natural state of being, then you will become a positive being. So we can do a little practice together and simply be open. For example, when you're watching this video right now, you don't have to concentrate on what I'm saying so you can understand every single thing that I'm saying. You can just be open. You don't have to understand anything. Just be open, like the sky. And you don't have to understand anything. And I'm gonna be a little bit silent now. And what's going to happen is that your mind is probably going to think. You are not thinking. The mind is just going to come up with some thoughts. And you don't have to even look at those thoughts. You don't have to understand them. You don't have to solve those problems that it's coming up with, you know. Just close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. But if you want to, you can close your eyes. And just relax your attention. Now the mind may say how to relax the attention. You don't have to figure that question out. If you can just leave it, then that's already a relaxed attention. Now some teachers may say, focus on the body, the sensation in your body, but that's tension. Don't do it. If it happens naturally, that's okay, but you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go into the thoughts. You don't have to separate yourself from the thoughts. Just don't do anything. There's also nothing spiritual about it. Now when I'm talking, my voice is just appearing. Now maybe your mind is naturally trying to understand what I'm saying, maybe not. But it's happening automatically. If you have pain in the body, you don't have to figure it out right now. It's just let it be. Don't have to put your attention onto it. Don't have to solve any problem. You don't have to grasp anything. Be like a newborn child. The mind creates its own suffering by grasping, by understanding, by trying to figure out. So it has suffering. And then it's trying to figure out why it has this suffering, and then it's trying to figure out what's the solution. I need to watch a lot of spiritual videos from gurus and teachers. They tell me how to deal with it. Now, if you don't want to deal with it anymore and you can just leave it, that's the solution already. Because your suffering came into existence because you assumed that you are incomplete. Now, assuming that you are incomplete even though you are already complete is creating the illusion of being incomplete, so you're suffering. But you're only suffering because you're believing in a lie. Once you're no longer seeking, you are yourself realizing that you are complete, so you're not suffering because you know who you are. You don't have to understand anything. You don't have to know anything. When you don't have to cling to memory, when you don't have to understand knowledge conceptually, then you are yourself. When you say, I am Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so, you're limiting yourself. When you're completely empty, you're not even being, because that's also a word. Just the word being can just float through your awareness. That's not a problem. But it doesn't define you. There's no definition. You don't need to understand anything. You don't need to see this as a practice to get into a deeper state of being. Because that's effort, that's tension, that's suffering. The ego may resist this. But if you can just stay as this open awareness, which is not the experiencer, it's not this entity that is keeping memories, interpreting things, it's deeper than that. It's just this awareness that has no memory. When you can stay as this unpersonal, impersonal awareness, you will slowly drift into reality where the ego is not welcome. There are no words. The mind is conditioned to interpret automatically. The mind is a problem maker. It does not have any solutions. It can do some practical things that can serve and be solutions in this world, but not when it comes to personal things. You cannot solve the personality because the personality is in itself a problem. Because the personality is a shadow of who you are, and you're identifying yourself with your shadow. So you feel like something's missing. You cannot solve the shadow. You cannot solve the personality. You cannot solve your mask. Drop it. You don't have to understand anything, and you are yourself, which is a complete business. Requires absolutely no effort to be who you are. This is the source of joy, happiness, positivity. It requires absolutely no positive affirmations. It requires absolutely no positive thinking. Being yourself is happiness. And if you really are really able to be in yourself, then you may actually understand why some people say they are absolutely nothing. Because you are nothing. It is not a thing. A thing is a word. You're not a word. The more you are nothing, the more happiness there is. The more you are something, the more negativity and tension and control and manipulation there is. The more you are trying to control, the more life is against you, because you're separating yourself from the universe. The more you are letting go, allowing things to happen naturally, the more you will experience that the universe is serving you. This is a magical thing that I cannot explain. But I and others have experienced this. And it does work. That when you are surrendering and remembering who you actually are, the universe will serve you. And you don't have to think or figure out or control and do this and that. It's a completely new, unexplainable way of existing. That the ego simply cannot understand. It cannot understand. It can argue against it, but there's no point in it. Let go completely. Realize who you are, not as a concept that you can grasp and understand. Stop doing. You don't have to understand. No grasping. Be who you are, and you will experience how life is just simply serving you like it's a gift. You don't have to do anything for it. All right. So let me know in the comments if you had some insights. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And have a great day.